Howdy folks, and welcome to another Taste of Gameplay video, this time for the Japanese Tier 3 tech tree destroyer, the Wakatake, or Wakatake? Not entirely sure. Studied Japanese one time many years ago, wasn't very good at it. So, normally in these videos, the commentary on the gameplay is not necessarily the focus, right? I'm here to show you the ship, and it's just the game that I happen to have in that ship. And I certainly was not expecting that, of all things, this Tier 3 destroyer match to be interesting. I was fully expecting to log into this match and have one enemy player, maybe two, that didn't play all that well, and to just, well, to be frank, often win, but have it be a little bit dull. I was prepared to have to kind of speed up my commentary if the game was really fast. We are going to definitely talk about this ship, the Wakatake, but also this is just going to be a really interesting game, though most of the interesting stuff is going to happen at the very end, and especially like the last 30 seconds. This is pretty much a textbook case of how to play against a Japanese ship like this. The enemy team's going to do a really good job. Japanese torpedo boats have some advantages, but they also have some serious disadvantages. So we'll start with the advantages. Definitely the torpedoes, of course. Though at this low tier, you're still pretty underpowered. So the torpedoes just feel really weak. And I'm not sure exactly what it is. I think part of it is that you only get 4 of them. They're also really slow. And so it's just super easy to avoid them if you know what you're doing. Especially if you're a destroyer or a cruiser. Like, you know, what this ship really wants to do is either torpedo bots, which of course is a lot of what happens at Tier 3, or find battleships that are broadside and launch torpedoes at those, so that by the time the detection blooms, which is pretty good, I think it's 1.2 kilometers, the battleship, there's just nothing they can do. But yeah, against every other kinds of ship, basically against anybody who's not a paid actor, they just don't feel that impactful. And so then you're counting on the guns. And this begins the grand and glorious tradition of super terrible guns on Japanese torpedo boats. And these are no exception. In fact, they're some of the worst I've seen. And we'll start with the basics, which is that they have a 12-second reload. 12 seconds. That is 50% as long, I think, as that St. Louis cruiser over there, which would be bad no matter how good the guns were, but they're not good. They have pretty good pen. I guess that's the best thing you could say about them. It's 20 millimeters, which is pretty good at this tier, but nothing special. The dispersion is not that great, especially for a destroyer. The range is pretty pitiful. Of course, all Tier 3 destroyers have range that's pretty low. I mean, Tier 3 destroyers don't have very good guns, but this is worse than usual. And it all comes down to that reload. And it's not very fun. I've said before that I much prefer ships with a faster reload. The ship does have a smoke, but here you get to the problem with these ships, which is they're just not very impactful on their own. Like, we just covered that because of the torpedoes and guns. So you're mostly there to spot. Well, of course you can't spot if you're in smoke. And this is not the kind of ship where you want to sit in smoke and like shoot at people. That's just never going to work. So the enemy team's pushing into me, which you might think would mean that maybe I could get some torpedo hits, but they're just too smart for that. Like, these are real players, and they know what they're doing, and they're just never going to get hit by my torpedoes. This is not going to happen. So, my whole flank collapsed because I basically only had 2 bots with me, and they both died very quickly. And so now all I can do is just run away. And I gotta say, this is where Japanese torpedo boats kind of fall down for me. They just don't feel that interesting or fun, because in situations like this, there's just not a hell of a lot you can do. Unless they happen to walk into one of your torpedoes, which sometimes people do. What I'm trying to do here is keep the smoke between me and them, and use the windows of opportunity I get from the spotting from the aircraft carrier to take pot shots at this Isukaze. And I will hit him a few times, and eventually I'm going to sink him, but it's going to take so long that, I mean, it just takes forever. And meanwhile, my team is disintegrated. Like, the players have all pushed up into the middle. I think one of them's already dead. It's just not going well. And so I'm starting to get a little sad just because I don't really know how much I can get done in this game. But fear not, it will get more interesting again. This game is going to go the distance. I'll give you a clue. I hate to give away the ending. No, you know what? No clues yet. A couple more minutes, and then I'll give you a clue about what's going to happen here. So, yeah, I mean, basically, the guns are super terrible. The torpedoes are fine, but, I mean, they have good damage. They have good range for the tier, but you only get 4 of them, and they're just really slow. They do reload every 35 seconds, so that's really good. I mean, that's amazing. But somehow, I don't know. I'm not into... So I'm... The concealment is really good. I think it's 5.4 on this boat, but I'm worried here. I'm letting this get way too close. I should not have come around this side. Am I going to shoot? I think... I can't remember if I shoot. Oh, yeah, I'm detected now. So, yeah, I'm going to shoot. This is not my finest hour. I'm going to run headlong into this player. And somebody's actually going to take a shot at the battleship, and they're going to hit me instead. This guy plays pretty well, this St. Louis. I'm going to do a good job of taking out this dirt ski. Don't ask why I've got the AP loaded. I'm an idiot. I thought that I could use AP into that cruiser that was just there that the battleship sunk. I did do a good job of putting that hull between me and this dirt ski. Bots can be really dangerous because they're really good with the torpedoes. So this is going to be my first kill. I guess I'll give one clue, which is I'm going to get a Kraken in this game, believe it or not. Yeah. I'm going to have to play out of my skull to win this one. And let's just say I almost play out of my skull. And then I make one mistake at the end. But that's okay. It's still a really good game. Still a really fun game. I actually think this is a great example of it, too. This bot manages to pull off the ram with like 14 hit points. Is that what happened? Maybe that's not what happened. Maybe he just got a shot in because it would have done more damage if he rammed him. I actually think that low tiers would be really fun if they. There's my second kill. Torpedoes on that bot. I actually think low tiers would be really fun if they were populated fully with players. I mean, it's a more pure expression of the game. This is not the destroyer I would probably pick if I was playing tier 3. But if tier 3 was full of players, I think it'd be really interesting because you don't have all the gimmicks, right? You do occasionally have aircraft carriers. That's a little bit of a bummer. But you don't have subs, and you just don't have a lot of the other stuff. You don't have funny buttons. You don't have... Most of these ships are real historical ships. The pace is slower, but not necessarily in a bad way. I mean, I don't know. This Langley's not paying attention. This is the strength of the ship, right? You need targets that are not paying attention. You need people that are sailing in straight lines that don't even know you're there. This guy doesn't even know I'm there. He should know I'm there. I mean, that's the logical thing for me to do next, but he obviously doesn't. And aircraft carriers are particularly prone to this because they're off in their planes and they're not paying attention. So wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. And there you go. 1, 2, 3, done. And now I'm thinking to myself, oh, I really want to get this Isukaze. And he's on 411 hit points. But spoiler alert, I cannot hit him. You just can't hit anything with these stupid guns. I mean, I'm at 6.2 kilometers, but with a 12-second reload and this kind of mediocre at best dispersion, I mean, I think I only need to hit him with one shell. But I'm not going to hit him. So 3 guns every 12 seconds. That means you're firing 15 shells a minute. I mean, that's bad. Watch this. Watch me almost lose the game right here. Ooh, whoop-de-doop-de-doo. I heard the music from that. What's his name? The guy who does the YouTube videos with the torpedo dodges. He plays the fast-paced, usually like Japanese techno music. So, I mean, this game's definitely more interesting than usual, right? It's heating up. I got 3 kills. I got 39,000 damage. At least one of the kills was on a player. In fact, I think 2 of them were. Oh, please, please, please hit. Please hit the Zizakaze. Please hit it, please. No. I mean, look at that. Look at that dispersion. I mean, that's not my fault. I think my aiming was pretty good, actually. But I didn't even come close to hitting him. Yeah. Oh, I didn't get him. I hit him, but it's... Oh, God, he must be on, like, 20 hit points. I mean, that's the only good thing about these shells is they do a pretty good amount of damage. 111. I mean, definitely the next shell's going to get him, right? He's sailing in a straight line. Now he's changing his rudder, though. And see, the thing is, I can't really chase him because he's got too many friends. It's 4 on 5, but I think most of our team is bots. I got 2 other players. I got that Dunedin and this Izyaslav. Okay, now I have a choice to make, and what I've decided to do is I can see that Izyaslav is going one way around the island. I've decided it's better if we split up. I don't know which direction the Isakaze is going to go. He can't just back off because we have 2 caps, so they need to push. They're doing exactly what they need to do, right? The enemy team is playing exactly the way that I would play. Like no one is messing up in this game, which of course is what makes it fun. These are the best kind of games. Please spot him. Get the first shot off. I mean, the Isakaze's guns are also terrible. Oh, come on. He must know he's screwed up. Got him. 4 kills. Now I have a choice, and this is probably a mistake, but I'm on such low health. I'm really worried about that Phoenix. I feel like I can't just be in open water. And so I'm going to kind of waffle a little bit here. I have half a thought to go around in Cap C. And maybe I should have in retrospect. I don't know. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. One of the things that Japanese torpedo boats do typically have going for them is that they are very fast, especially in a straight line. But I gotta say, Japanese torpedo boats feel kind of ungainly, and I don't really know why that is. That's not backed up by the stats. It actually has a really good rudder shift, 2.7 seconds. It has a really good turning radius. I think it's 470 meters. But yet somehow they just, I don't know what it is. I wonder if they do seem to have slow acceleration, and they also seem to lose a lot of speed into the turn. I know I've talked a lot about these random numbers that Wargaming doesn't show you. And that's one of them. They don't show you the speed into the turn. I have decided to open up on this Phoenix. But I mean, it's just the DPM is so bad. I mean, even if you hit every shell you fire, which of course I don't, because A, dispersion, and B, aiming, and C, he is maneuvering and using his rudder and using his... I mean, it's just, this is where these ships fall down. They're so bad. I have to just hope he's going to run into my torpedoes. But they're too good for that. These players are too smart. I did set a fire, so I can't sit in this smoke because they're gonna rush me down. Oh man, this is painful. It was painful to play, and it's painful to watch again. It's just like, oh my god, I want to do damage to him so bad, but I just can't. So they have 1 bot left and 2 players. Yeah. Probably should be helping more. I should be doing more to kill this bot, maybe. I don't know though. I mean, the problem is the Dunedin is also on extremely low health. And I gave him a smoke. And he's got a spot on that St. Louis and on the Navarra. Navarra's going to go down, of course. So good. Now, if you're doing the math at home, I told you that I'm going to get a Kraken. I have 4 kills. Right? There's only 2 ships left on the enemy team. So I'll give you another clue, which is we are actually going to lose this game. And it's going to be Really sad. Obviously, really close. Now I don't know what to do. I mean, if they get one or two good shots off on me, I'm toast, right? I mean, I was not expecting to be in this difficult of a tactical position. What I'm hoping is that they're going to push this bot battleship that I have left on my team, and that I'm going to be able to torp them as they come around the corner. I don't have any smokes left. I mean, the guns are not going to cut it, right? The guns are pathetic and sad. I'm debating whether I want to stay out of spotting range, and I decide I do, but that means I need to go forward for a while so I can make this broad turn. And unfortunately, in the meantime, they're going to sink my little bot friend. We have more points than them, and we have a cap, but there's too much time remaining, and they're going to unfortunately get a bunch of points for sinking this battleship. That's the real problem. So I'm just launching torpedoes into that gap. I'm basically just hoping they run into them. And I'm trying to get as many shots in as I can. But again, these guns, man, they really let you down. I mean, that's 861 damage. It's nice, but then I gotta wait 12 seconds for them to reload. I don't know. Maybe I should have tried to kite away and just shoot the whole time. I'm like, please, please run into one of these torpedoes, but they're just not gonna. Yeah, they're too good for that. I just don't have enough hit points. Yeah, they're gonna. Yep, they sunk the South Carolina, and now they have more points, and they can easily just walk into this cap, and I don't have time to get to sea. And my teammate's gonna be like, "Oh, just run away," but nope, it's not gonna cut it, friend. Not going to cut it. So now I'm like, oh man. I mean, you might want to stop the video and just decide what would you do. This is a tough one. I mean, I just don't have the firepower to kill a Phoenix and a St. Louis, even though they're on such low health, unless I get them with torpedoes. But the problem is, either I need to be so close to them. I'm going to get a shot in here and there, but I either need to be so close to them that they can't maneuver, in which case they're going to kill me, or I have to get really, really lucky, or they have to make a mistake. They have to walk into one of my torpedoes. But again, they're too good. They're not going to do that. At least that's what I'm thinking. But I finally decide, okay, I mean, there's no point in saving my ship. I need to just get in that cap. And unfortunately, I'm going to make the decision literally about 3 seconds too late. So I'm like, oh, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? Okay, I'm going to go. And I start into the cap. Oh, man, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Go into the cap. Past me. You can't win this way. Get into the cap. They're not going to come around that corner. They've been playing too well to make that kind of mistake. At least that's what I'm thinking to myself. Honestly, at this point, I think even if I sink one of them, it's not going to work. I've got to sink both of them. And I'm like, all right, I got to do this. Right? I got 20 seconds left to reload the torpedoes. I got 26 seconds left in the game. I mean, I'm thinking maybe 2 torpedoes into one of them. And then Mirable de Dios, one of them just walks into my torpedoes. And I'm like, oh my God, I could do this. I could win. And then I launch the torpedoes and it ticks and it ticks. And the game's over. And then the torpedoes sink them. So I lost the game, sinking 6 ships and sinking everyone on the enemy team. Everyone on the enemy team is dead. Everyone on my team is dead. And I lost the game. And the lesson, folks, is the Wakatake is not a good ship, and discretion is not always the better part of valor. Put your big boy pants on and sail into that cap and sink everybody on the enemy team. 3 seconds. I needed maybe even 2 seconds. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.